Just pull it up real quick and look at this. On Warframe, look at how much endo I have. I'm rich. I bet you've never seen this much endo in your life. No, you have to find the new live stream. I already did. You're not listening. You have to find the other live. It like keeps it going for 5 minutes in case it DC'd, so that if I restart Siege, it like restarts that stream. You have to find the Warframe one. I'm rich. Those were the builds that I was doing last night. The builds I was making were for this. But now I gotta mod this guy so I can go farm credits in the index alone. By the way, endo farming is like... Bro, it is some crazy sweaty shit to farm endo, I'm not gonna lie. There's like a certain path that every character has to make, so it's like 3k endo every 1 minute. But then like, that's not accounting load times, like it's 1 minute in the mission. So like maybe every 2 minutes if you're really farming it. But point being, like, it's... Everybody has a designated position to go to and a designated job, and like you have to look at a specific spot to like, because in Warframe things can't spawn in front of you, or they're not supposed to. So for the most part, if you're looking one way, the enemies won't spawn there. So to force like certain spawns, everybody looks a certain way in a certain area of the map, and then they can only spawn in one area of the map. It's some sweaty ass shit. It's a little bit more yeah, but... Oh, hell nah. Your mic's cutting out because your internet sucks. Yep. I actually don't really like this one, to be honest, but... It's okay. I'll rock this, I guess. Just so I can stop fucking cycling the colors. Alright, how does his clone work? So I just need a powerful weapon, basically, to give this guy something that's gonna shit on everybody. Honestly, I like the Kuva Nucor for that. I feel like this thing will rip. Your mom's a hoe. Alright. Always knew bro was into some freaky shit. I think honestly the best play here is probably CP. Which means I already know where one of these needs to go. Forma. No, I meant this. I'm gonna buy some more Formas too, so I'm gonna use the rest of this plat on. Make it work. Nope. Nope. You know, we've had this exact conversation, like not even that long ago.
Look no further, because Raid is giving you a new legendary champion for free. Me, Raid Warden, rocking that on his own. And he's just killing. So, alright, so starting with Leash.
Alright, let's Forma this bitch. Start with, he's using all these. Damn, he's using both those, okay. I was gonna get it, I was actually considering getting it, and then I saw that it was $100, and I said, nope, I will never spend $100 on a video game, and I will most definitely not, for the first time, spend $100 on an EA video game. You got me fucked up. EA done lost their fucking minds. $100 for a video game? Nah, bro. Acting like they don't already make a fuckload of money off those games, like, suck my dick. Like, what is this build? No, I don't know if I'll like it. That's another big reason I will not be spending $100 on it. Like, I could, but like, I cannot justify that. Not in any fucking world. I think I want more strength. I want primed flow. Unless there's a different something that I can use. Could run like Augur Secrets instead of flow. I probably don't need flow. I don't think I need energy, to be honest. I'll probably run all over secrets. Alright, let's level this fucker up. I have so much endo now, I'm rich, I'm rich. This is a farm. The farm I was using, by the way, is like years old. Like, we could have been done doing this a long time ago. Obviously, it's gotten better over the years, but it's been the best in, like, I've known about it for a long time. I just have never tried to do it because it's some sweaty ass shit. Oh, I accidentally went into Steel Path. Wrong mission. I also forgot to take off my melee weapon, so I'm gonna do that too.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and pipe down, bud, and make the ladies proud.
You'll have to learn this strat though, because when you come back, if you want mods and you want to be able to get your builds good, you'll need a lot of endo, my boy. A lot of endo. Actually, technically, if I farm endo, I can still like you could trade me your mod and I could upgrade it for you, but headshot. Well, I'm in the chat right now for the people who do it. So like, if one of them hits up to do it, I might actually join them, and you might get to watch me do a bunch of it. But it depends. I like being a specific part of the party when I do it. I'm like the easiest position to do. That's what I like to do. I don't want to be like the fucking guy killing everything, because that shit is tedious. I think that was just them too. We'll see, I'm not going to be in a rush to join them, but... I said you might end up watching me do the endo farm, depending on if someone hits me up for it. You're also missing out, bro. This weekend is a double affinity weekend, by the way. Well, I mean, if you do this strat, it doesn't really matter, but right now this strat is twice as fast because I'm fucking... There's twice as much XP right now. Just do it, bro. pull it out of your ass. I know it's up there. Yeah, you would know, huh? Freak yeah. I could technically go for like a crazy build here, I think, but I'll see how it goes, because I could slot this on instead, low-key, maybe. We'll see how it goes, though. What other mod should I run? Actually, let me go back to Discord real quick and see if one of them hit me up for Discord or for an endo farm. No, the only other person I want to be left Necros. Someone's already in there for left. Brother, shoot the damn guy. Nope. I could have joined them, but I didn't want to do the role that they need. Nope, never heard of it. Never heard of it before. Like what, bro? Yeah, I'm dead ass, bro.
Watch your step, Tenno! My ghouls could be anywhere! Off-worlder, I'm hiring combat talent. Let's talk rates.
No. Yeah. I don't think it. I know that bitch was a flop. They didn't really change shit about the game, bro. It wasn't even like an overhaul of the game because they only changed like 5 maps. The rest of the maps are the exact same. If they were to bring back night maps and then like bring back one of my favorite maps of all time, I think you like that map too, but I think you might already know what map I'm talking about. Nope, that one already exists, it's just not in ranked. Yeah, Barley U. That shit got taken away on some dumb shit. If they brought that back, I'd already be hyped. I mean, they're still happening though, and they don't need to make a statement, bro. It's a fucking video game company. Like, they didn't have to make a statement. They wanted to in order to like gain positive PR. Like, it's different. It was just on a campus. And like, the fact is, nobody gives shit to fucking Ready or Not. Ready or Not literally has a game mode where you're going into an active school shooting. It's like, that shit is okay. It's a video game, bro. Nobody fucking cares. Siege just thought they would, or wanted to make a fucking good PR decision. Stupid ass Ubisoft. Dog shit company. Like, honestly, if Warframe... I would have given up Warframe if it wasn't the case, but one of my favorite things about this game, I would have stopped playing a long time ago if this was not the case. It's the devs, bro. The devs actually listen to their community. They make positive changes to their game. Like, bro, the updates that DE does are like, they're not even hit or miss like every other company. It's just fucking banger after banger. Which isn't even true to say because they do make mistakes, but the fact is the mistakes get fixed within like a week, so it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, the update is a banger because whatever was wrong with it got fixed immediately. It doesn't. They stay more consistent than like pretty much every company. Like, Siege gets updated less than this game. And this game is just as old, if not a little bit older. Actually, no, this game is definitely older. It came out. It's done. Yeah, they went to the past. There's nothing to do with the future. Well, I'm from the future because I traveled to the past. That has nothing to do with 1999. That's from Duviri's Paradox. It's a different thing. That guy's been in the game for a long time now. Why, we already know. TennoCon was just around, bro. How do you not know these things, huh? We already know what's next. The old peace is next. It's gonna be about the old war and like our relationships with the old sentients. Apparently, our understanding was that the sentients were just sent away to go do shit for us. They came back and killed us or fought us. That's what we know so far, but they made it sound like there was a like era of peace between us and the sentients where we were like fighting alongside each other. I don't know who we were fighting against is the thing. The old pieces, exactly, because they're supposed to be the original enemy, so who the fuck were we fighting against with the sentients? You should watch the VOD of, or watch the Old Peace trailer. Just pull it up right now on YouTube, Old Peace. Pull up Warframe Old Peace, and there should be a Old Peace trailer. It's a banger. It's worth watching. Old Peace. It should be longer than a minute. It should be more like 5 to 10 minutes. If I recall correctly, it's definitely longer than a minute, the trailer was. What channel is it from? Because there's an official channel. No, Warframe is their official channel. Just Warframe. That's Devil's Triad, it's not Old Peace. It's a different thing. That's the next update. The next update, like the most immediate update is Devil's Triad, but it's like a smaller quest with a new Warframe, and then Old Peace is the next like big quest and the next part of the story. They're called Proto Frames. Yeah, it's Proto Frames.
Job board's filling up, Bob Welder. Welcome to Clear the Slate.
So, a lot of room for improvement, I would say. They have a theme that they're wanting to do that gets tricky with just a bunch of specific
Bruh needs me to look it up for him.
It's gonna be good. So this last element, we're gonna summon a clone of ourselves, and it's going to get 5.4 times more health multiplier. That's with packs of just all. As far as weapons go, the Phantasma Brow and the Robotico are great options, all viable. But me personally, I like the Cuban Nuker.
I gotta mute it.
Offworlder, help push the Grineer away from Cetus. You do a good deed, I pay you for it.
Baylor, if you would, Doga. Tenampules ready for the crucible.
Dr. Tomnock's cerebral nutrients. Available in Cetus for the first time. The product of more than 10 years study. The venerable doctor now brings his range of livers, eels, humors, tinctures, and unguents to you.
Newly arrived at great risk from the Eurasian zone. Display your love with a streak of vermilion. I like those eyes with a dash of rare cerulean. Others and eyes.
Dr. Tomnock's cerebral nutrients. Available in Cetus for the first time. Product of more than 10 years study. The venerable doctor now brings his range of livers, eels, humors, tinctures, and unguents to
Offworlder,
you.
I'm hiring combat talent.
Baylor, if you
Let's
would,
talk
Doga.
rates.
Tenampules ready for the crucible.
The other day, Konzu was vexing lyrical about what a life we had. I told him it wasn't over yet.
Baylor, if you would, Doga. Tenampules ready.
Dr. Tomnock's cerebral nutrients. Available in Cetus for the first time. Product of more than 10 years study. The venerable doctor now brings
Job
his
board's
range
filling
of
up,
livers,
Offworlder.
eels,
Help
humors,
Kanzu clear the
tinctures, and
slate,
unguents
eh?
to you.
Baylor, if you would, Doga. Tenampules ready for the crucible.
Dr. Tomnock's cerebral nutrients. Available in Cetus for the first time. The product of more than 10 years study. The venerable doctor
I
now
gather the
brings his
intel,
range of
he handles
livers,
personnel.
eels,
It's a
humors,
good
tinctures,
match.
and unguents to you.
With a dash of rare cerulean. Others and eyes. Newly arrived at great risk from the Eurasian zone. Display your love with a streak of vermilion. I like those
Baylor,
eyes.
if you
You
would,
should think
Doga.
about children, perhaps.
Tenampules ready for
Nothing
the
brings you
crucible.
closer to your own mortality than parenthood. You've made your own replacement, and is over there trying on your
Cetus for the first time. After more than 10 years study. The venerable doctor now brings his range of livers, eels, humors, tinctures, and unguents to you.
You should think about children, perhaps. Nothing brings you closer to your own mortality than parenthood. You've made your own replacement, and is over there trying on your pants.
Job board's filling up, Offworlder. Help Kanzu clear the slate, eh?
Dr. Tomnock's cerebral nutrients.
I gather the
Available in
intel, he
Cetus for
handles
the first
personnel.
time.
It's a good
The
match.
product of more than 10 years study. The venerable doctor now brings his range of livers, eels, humors, tinctures, and unguents to you.
handy with a gun or blade? Cetus needs you. Let's talk.
Powders and knives, newly arrived at great risk from the Eurasian zone.
I gather the intel, he handles personnel. It's a good match.
With a dash of rare cerulean.
Baylor, if you would, Doga. 10 ampules ready for the
Dr.
crucible.
Tomnock's cerebral nutrients. Available in Cetus for the first time.
Job board's filling up, Offworlder. Help Kansu clear the slate, eh?
Brings his range of livers, eels, humors, tinctures, and liquids to you.
The Quills tell me that we are all multidimensional beings, having a simultaneous experience. I meet one off-worlder with a gun tattooed on his neck, and suddenly I'm not so sure.
Baylor, if you would, Doga. 10 ampules ready for the crucible.
Offworlder, help push the Gornier away from Cetus. You do a good deed, I pay you for it.
Powders and knives, newly arrived at great risk from the Eurasian zone. Display your
Dr. Tomnock's cerebral nutrients. Available in Cetus for the first time. The product of more than 10 years study. The doctor now brings his range of livers, eels, humors,
Baylor,
tinctures,
if
and
you would,
liquids to
Doga.
you.
10 ampules ready for the crucible.
I like those eyes with a dash of
The Quills tell me that we are all multidimensional beings, having a simultaneous experience. I meet one off-worlder with a gun tattooed on his neck, and suddenly I'm not so sure.
Dr. Tomnock's cerebral nutrients. Available in
Offworlder,
Cetus for the first
I'm hiring
time.
combat
The
talent.
product of more
Let's
than
talk
10
rates.
years study. The venerable doctor now brings his range of livers, eels,
Baylor,
humors,
if you
tinctures,
would,
and
Doga.
liquids to you.
10 ampules ready for the crucible.
The other day, Konju was waxing lyrical about what a life.
Alright. See if I can get this to work. We don't know. We've never seen one like that. But it's getting controlled by that small thing. So the idea is like, the more important question is, could the sentience do transference? Because it was definitely controlling that. Like that looked more like a warframe for a sentient. You know what I mean? Because that was a small sentient that was... Okay, just keep watching then. It's just in the quest, bro. It's not getting actually released, you goober. You just get to play as it in the quest. Bro's trying to farm any dub he can here. It's never getting released again, man. It's not about that. It was crowdfunding. Like, the game would not be alive if it were not for the people who 10 years ago decided to take this piece of shit video game that at the time was terrible and invest $250, bruh. That's why it'll never come back ever again. And that's deserved. Well, with this, they're making it so like he's the first frame, basically. Like Excalibur Prime. Yeah, it was never like confirmed before. Now it's like in this mission, because if this is like right after we became like basically fucking elite fighters, so if he in that bitch, then
Who rules the index?
it's okay.
When the bell rings. Let the training begin. Exciting! Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Broker down.
You watching this? I don't think you are.
Many points look like
I have officially found how to abuse the index into now I can just win. I'm doing nothing and I'm winning.
broker down.
Nope, this is different. My teammates are kind of retarded though, they need to turn them bitches in. Alright, they're not turning it in.
Capitalization.
This Warframe, he creates a clone and then uses my gun to kill them. So I'm getting all these kills. So that I can like manipulate the spawns so that they don't spawn over here.
Investors are eyeing those dropped
Yeah,
points.
but my bots are gonna turn all that shit in because my guy is just like mollywopping the enemies.
Carnage. Points everywhere. Wonderful. Points in the bank. Credits in the pocket. It's a hostile market for annual corp.
When you turn in tokens, the time limit goes up.
Broker down. The index is up.
Nope, it's still the meta for farming credits for sure. I mean, there's some other ways that can compete with this now. It's not necessarily like this is the only way to farm credits, but my guy's out of ammo, bruh. Boy, ammo drops. He pulls ammo from my reservoir.
Big capitalization for annual corp.
Can I use equipment in this? I can't.
Dropped points.
I wish I could like team kill my fucking bots. Or just not have any bots, that would be cool too. No. Yeah, the enemies are just like, they're supposed to be stronger enemies than normal, but they still get mollywopped. My ability, bruh. You're such a fucking gooner.
Index points up for grabs.
Bro, this guy's been in the game for like 2 years. No, I didn't mean 2 years. I mean like 8 years. Like he's one of the OG Warframes, bro.
Index points up for grabs. Big capitalization for Annual Corp. Index points up for grabs.
3. You've already seen 3.
Big capitalization for Annual Corp. Points in the open.
Nope. Incorrect.
Them taking big hits on the index. Points in the open. What a transaction.
You need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Nope.
Broker down.
You can see what the first ability is. It says it's active, so what's active right now?
Big capitalization for Annual Corp.
His ultimate is a staff.
Index points up for grabs. That broker's carrying a lot of points. This is a risky transaction. Investors smiling on that capitalization.
Yeah, I don't even play a fucking controller.
Index points up for grabs.
I'm not on PC, but
Annual Corp is working its way out of debt. Broker down.
just a movement ability. It has some other mechanics, but they all suck dick. It's just a movement ability.
Points in the open. It's a hostile market for Annual Corp.
Bro, I wish that I could not have bots. This would go so much faster if there weren't like specters fucking running around. Like, bro, this specter is in our spawn, just holding on to tokens. Like, bruh. You're retarded. I should have brought the Incarnon or the Torrid as well. I think I can actually just leave my Warframe here and then go invis. It's a joke, but you're not in with the Warframe community to understand the joke. I mean, read it and think about it. What was that?
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Lots of investors on the floor today. Investors are eyeing those
I don't know what bow. What do you mean?
Annual Corp is working its way out of debt. Shocking turn of events. Appropriate expression.
Just look at the bottom right when he pulls it out. It's real gameplay. It still works the same as everything else. It'll show you the name of the weapon. There was definitely a HUD when I watched.
Index points up for grabs.
Investors, are you down on the index? There's only one answer. Invest more credit. The void reward saved.
I also watched that shit live though, 'cause I ain't no bum.
Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Index points up for grabs.
Sometimes Ordis likes to assume he knows nothing. Nobody can learn anything they already know.
You know there's a Warframe mobile app? You can play Warframe on your phone. I just remembered that shit. Did you hear me? Ah, they were just practicing, bro. Just having a chill time. It's training, buddy. It's training. Buddy, they're fucking soldiers. Yeah, they like it's like playing paintball. They're training. There's more though. You also pull a big ass sword out of the fucking void. Warframes and Sentience used to be homeboys, bruh. It's the planet that they made Sentience to go terraform. Buddy, I've told you this. Lock the fuck in.
Investors notice. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. Investors are eyeing spot points.
Yeah, that's after the old war. No, that's after. This whole storyline is the old peace. It's after the old war, I guess. They became allies somehow. They were fighting sentients. But somehow they became friendly after the old war was done and over with.
Points in the bank need credits in the pocket. Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Got 'em! Right in the finances!
They're not enemies. They're friends. You watching the video?
Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Capitalization for Annual Corp. Points in the vault. Settlers swimming up the index. Right in the finances. Investors swapping on that capitalization. Index points up for grabs. Watch this. Bucket load of index points. Will they make it to the vault?
Caliban.
Broker down. Them taking big hits on the index. Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Watch this broker with a bucket load of index points. Will they make it to the vault? Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Taking big hits on the index. Trading this out of rotation. That broker's carrying a lot more. This is a risky transaction. Broker down. Capitalization's trending up. Points in the open. Big capitalization for Annual Corp. Holding lots of points is dangerous. And thrilling. Points in the open.
It's got a Helldivers feeling to it.
Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers.
If you ask the same goddamn question one more time, I'm gonna fly my ass over there and beat you with a stick.
Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling. Imagine buying those dropped points.
Have you seen the end of the new tutorial, or the tutorial these days? They redid the tutorial a while ago, and the new one looks, the cinematics look fucking sick. You'll like the Incarnate melees then. They've added a bunch of melees that are really good. Just like the Incarnate weapons I showed you, there are Incarnate melees too. And instead of like having an ammo pool, so your Incarnate form, instead of it being like an ammo pool, it's just 60 seconds and you can go ham the whole time. Yeah, on the weapon. I swear you remember nothing after I tell it to you. I mean, I'm literally using one right now. Never mind. That's for melee though. That's not, has nothing to do with Incarnates. You just gotta do that. If you're running a melee build and you plan on using your like actual melee weapon, you should be doing that. Yeah. It's like it's a up and down because it's really good for melee weapons, so you kind of need to use it. But at the same time, it because you're using it, you're not going to be able to use other focus schools. Like you're not going to have Xeneric energy regen, you're not going to have Maturite damage buff. Yeah, they definitely didn't disappear. I think you're just tripping. You're losing your mind, buddy. They still follow you around. Fuck. I'm getting one tap because I don't have energy. That's not good.
Big capitalization for Annual Corp.
Oh my god, I actually killed him in time. I actually just saved that some fucking how. I need one more token to be able to turn in. But yeah, I'm not the fucking like script writer of DE, bro. need a double credit weekend so that I can just farm like 250 million credits and never touch the credits ever again. It's like I can do this in any Warframe. I just popped into Nezha instead and it still worked.
You have loyalty issues, Tenno. My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
Alright, no more endo farming tonight, I guess. I think that might be it for me too.
Wait. It's just the focus peddling thing.
Get off the emergency frequency.
I'm listening to you because you said hold on. You didn't say anything wrong. But you gotta remember that the Tenno were asleep for like 1,000 years, bro. So, we were friends with them. Maybe we'd become enemies in the quest line, who knows? But I mean, in the second dream, we wake up and these motherfuckers are trying to kill us, so of course we're not friends now. Sentience, yes. Sentinels are different. I was farming credits. I made like 2.5 million. Endo, I still have 240,000, which is enough to max, like, let's see, 200. It's like 5 mods from 0 to 100, or 0 to max rank. Like, of the really expensive mods, not the normal mods, obviously. But like, if I go down this list and I find a prime mod that I haven't ever used before... God, I have so many fucking mods. Perfect, expel mods. One of these is like 40k and bam. You gotta also understand how these mods work when you come back. You gotta learn these. Faction mods are different, like, okay. Let me just explain something quickly, okay? When you mod weapons, it is not good to start putting a bunch of mods that say plus damage. Okay, that is not good. You do not want to do that. Like, this mod is a replacement for Hornet Strike. It is not like a let's use it with Hornet Strike. That's very bad. Like, I mean, it could work, but like you'll get a lot more damage by having one or the other. Don't have both. Because this works as, like, it might read weird, but so there's a difference between base damage and then an actual damage buff. Hornet Strike and Galvanized Shot are both base damage buffs before all the additive stuff. So like before, like the Hornet Strike gets applied before your crits get applied. So the more you start like stacking up, because like 1 damage, if you multiply that by 220, you go up to 220 from 1. That's a huge increase, right? But if you go from like 1,000 base damage up to like 1,400 damage, that's fucking nothing, right? Like, that's a dog shit increase. And that's what happens. You get like diminishing returns if you keep stacking these up. You just need 1 to get you to like a good spot of base damage, and then everything else you want to be multiplicative. So like these faction mods, these affect your damage after everything else. So every instance of damage on the enemy, you'll shoot the enemy, it'll calculate the damage, and then it'll multiply it by whatever this mod says. Because this is a final like multiplier, so it'll take 50% of what the damage you dealt and add that on top. So instead of doing like a base damage mod, there might bring you from like 60,000 damage to 80,000 damage, but this would take you from 60,000 up to like 90 to 100,000. You have to learn all this shit. And then same thing with these, like these might read like, oh, but it's so much more damage than this, but really that status, like that actual like buff and not just straight damage, is way better. Because over 100% status chance is good, by the way. They changed that. I don't know if you remember. 100% status used to be all you would mod for, because if obviously at 100% you're hitting a status on every shot. They changed it so now there's like it works like crits. It works the same way, where like if you have 110% status, and then there's a 100% chance every single time you're going to get your status effect, but there's a 10% chance on top of that that a second status effect will be applied on the same shot. So you can like double dip. Yeah. Well, it's gonna pick one. So like that's why like weapons do worse when there's a ton of different damage types on them. Like let's take Boar Prime. When you have slash, impact, and puncture, and then if I do like stat this, and that, and that. No. Okay. So now it's like this status means 40% chance to apply a status effect. So it's going to pick one of these. It'll pick between gas, mechanic, or magnetic, puncture, impact, and slash. Now, however high your damage numbers are, it does affect that. So it's more likely to do gas and magnetic because they're the highest damage number. And then the second most likely would be impact because it's higher than slash and puncture. So the best weapons in the game are high slash damage, and then you mod them for viral and radiation, or viral and heat. Because slash will bleed, and bleed effect is a percentage of the target's health. So that scales infinitely because the more health they have, the more damage it does. So slash is good. And then viral will make... Yep, that's why the Nakana is so popular. People are like, oh, it feels so good. It like kills everything. Yeah, that's why it kills everything. It's because it's a fucking heavy slash weapon. Press X to doubt, but okay. But then you want viral to increase other damage sources. It's called priming. So viral is like a primer. And like a good example would be, let's go back to none. Let me go to my random. This weapon right here, the Epitaph, one of the best weapons in the game, and it does no fucking damage. But look at that status effect. It's called a primer. So this is one of the best weapons in the game, and it is the single best primer, the Epitaph. Because on top of this 185% status chance, it also force procs cold status on every shot, guaranteed no matter what. So even though cold isn't here, innately this weapon, its like special thing is that it will proc cold status on everything, and cold works similar to viral. Frozen enemies take more damage from other sources, but frozen enemies are more annoying to deal with because they're frozen and they move slow and they're fucking annoying. Yeah, so you prime them with viral and cold at the same time, so this thing just makes everything die from other sources. Like, they just start taking hella damage. And technically, if you're going against like heavy enemies that have a lot of armor, instead of viral, you'd want to mod this for corrosive and heat. I already have heat on here because heat and corrosive actually strip armor. So heat is better against flesh, but it also strips armor, and so does corrosive. So like if the enemies are heavily armored, you want to bring corrosive and heat. But viral and heat is the best scaling in the game. Because usually you'll get armor stripped from somewhere else. If you're going against really high level enemies, you're not going to be relying on this to strip armor. You're going to be stripping their armor with an ability or something.